There's something about apartment style living that I'm noticing more and more as I get older. It is that it's this certain type of capitalistic house. I'm cat sitting right now and I'm staying at an apartment in the suburbs. And the apartment itself is lovely and it has a little grocery store down the street. And I was walking this morning and just looking at this giant complex of apartments. This is like a little city of apartment complexes. And you know what it reminds me of is those towns that companies used to build. Used to be that corporations would sometimes build entire towns for their workforce. And they were very sterile and very cookie cutter and very just artificial environments. And these little cookie cutter apartments and houses seem to say you can't actually have individuality and you can't actually have a real community or a real town because we will tell you how much space you can have. And we will tell you how you can decorate things and what color you can paint things. They're like these little prison cells of conformity, and they are food deserts. Nothing grows, there's no actual agriculture, everything is brought in. And when I look around this apartment complex city, it seems to be a little town. However, it's a ghost town. Nobody is home. Everyone's at work. There are no children running around. There's no music. There's no liveliness. There's no culture. There's no people just hanging out on their day off. The surroundings seem to say, go back into your little box with your millennial gray laminate flooring and do the laundry. And if you're really lucky and you work as hard as you can, one day you can buy yourself your own private house and you can be even more isolated from humans. I found out that the word private and privilege have the same root word, which is the Latin privis, meaning privacy. To be successful in this culture is to be able to buy yourself increasing amounts of isolation. Status is also isolating. To feel better than somebody is not a communal feeling. It's not something that is going to connect you with other humans. A lot of humans actually love to live communally, not dissimilar from how these apartment complexes are set up. But there are no communal spaces. There is no communal meeting space. There is no central kitchen with which to cook together and make meals. There is no communal garden. There is no place to meet others and have a conversation and just hang out. Even in our leisure, we are expected to spend money. And so if you don't want to have to spend money, you have to stay in your little box. This sense of isolation and destitution that we have reinforced by setting up our living situations in this way, it is fairly easy to fix. And in the US, because of zoning and because of the prevalence of automobiles, and because of the negative externalities of many, many people who have no homes and must live on the streets, there are barriers to creating these little cities. There are park benches lining this entire area. You would never see that in Portland. There are too many people who live outside, and there is an attitude that we must be architecturally violent to the people who would want to sleep on those benches. There could be stores and businesses walkable from this apartment. But because the assumption is that I own a car and I can just get in the car and go to where the shops are, the zoning says houses will be over here and the shops will be over here, miles away. All of these are so that capitalism can thrive, not so that humans can thrive. And the sad thing is that the system doesn't structurally understand that if humans are happy and thriving, then the system will be happy and thriving. The country and the world will only ever thrive as much as the individuals are thriving. If they are not thriving, you are merely harvesting their energy. And that is my soapbox about housing for today.